Begin at 6 with a 911 call for help as the mother of a mentally ill man called his doctor when he stormed out of the house.
A short time later, Roger Raimondo was dead after a struggle with police. It was the doctor's office that called 911.
She tried to bring him here to the doctor's appointment. He won't come to here or the hospital, and he threatened the mother if she called the cops that it would be a bloodbath.
The dispatcher was also told that Raimondo had left the house with a gun.
Police today revealed more details about the moments leading to Raimondo's death. 9 on Your Side reporter Jay Warren is live in Clifton where it all happened. Jay?
Well, that's right. We're behind Arlen's where it happened. This is where Roger Raimondo liked to go. His mother even said that after the altercation, this is where he likely would go. And what was said was that he was off his psychiatric medication, he was acting belligerently, and as was stated, he had a gun. It was here where several officers, many with training in dealing with the mentally ill, approached Roger Raimondo. One of those officers was Brian Gable.
Officer Gable, who also was personally familiar with Mr. Raimondo, had dealings with him in the past that had been positive, walked out on the deck with him, and it started to engage a brief conversation to explain, hey, we're worried about you. And with that, a violent struggle started.
Police say Raimondo reached under his shirt for a gun. Several officers tried to control him. One officer fired her taser, which struck Raimondo and helped officers bring him to the ground. She tried again, but it wouldn't fire, so she called for another.
She yelled, another taser. Another officer, Snelling, removed her taser and attempted to redeploy her taser. Unfortunately, because the fight was so violent and people were moving so much, she actually ended up tasing Officer Sharon, who was on Mr. Raimondo's back.
The officer who was tased fell off, and it revealed that Raimondo already had his gun in his hand.
Mr. Raimondo fires a shot. It is now to the point where this is a life and death situation. Officer Gable removed his firearm, in a very close proximity, fired 2 shots into the back left side of Mr. Raimondo.
Now, there are 3 investigations underway, the criminal investigation. There's also an internal affairs investigation and a citizens complaint authority review. Acting Chief Paul Humphreys said that this was a true tragedy, what happened yesterday. He did, in fact, reach out today to Raimondo's mother to offer his most sincere condolences. Jay Warren, 9 on Your Side, Clifton.
Jay, thank you. The officer who fired the fatal shot has been with the force for more than 2 decades. 9 on Your Side reporter Scott Wegener digs deeper into Officer Gable's career and background.
It's a situation every police officer dreads.
Officer Gable removed his firearm, in a very close proximity, fired 2 shots into the back left side of Mr. Raimondo.
Police say using deadly force is a last resort, not to be taken lightly.
That ended the threat right there.
Officer Brian Gable shot and killed Roger Raimondo after the suspect allegedly pulled out a gun and began firing in Arlen's bar on Wednesday. Gable has been wearing a Cincinnati police uniform for 22 years. According to his personnel jacket, he has several pages of commendations from command staff and the public alike. Despite his accolades, there have been problems. He has been in several accidents with his cruiser, and he resigned as sergeant in 2008 without an official explanation. This after 2 officers under him were caught goofing off. He was reinstated as a patrol officer in 2009. In any case, Acting Police Chief Humphreys says that Officer Gable's actions may have saved the lives of fellow officers under extremely stressful conditions. Gable has been put on a 7-day administrative leave. That's standard procedure for officers who use deadly force. Several friends on Gable's Facebook page are supporting him with postings like, "So glad you're okay, thinking about you," and "Keep your head up, had to do what you had to do. Stay safe." Chief Humphreys agrees.
It could have been a lot worse had the officers not acted heroically.
Scott Wegener, 9 on Your Side, Cincinnati.